Hi, it's David from Real Food for Life again. Today we're going to talk about if it fits your macros, or IIFYM, as people use the acronym for it. I see on many Facebook groups, people ask, can I eat this, can I eat that? And a lot of the time the advice people give, yeah, well, if it fits your macros, just go ahead and eat it. I've never really understood that because I feel it sets someone up for failure. As I mentioned yesterday, it's like having another cheat meal. If you have something that's very high in carbs, or the macros are in the wrong percentage balance, it's going to be a lot harder for the rest of the day to try and get things aligned the way hopefully you're planning to live your lifestyle. Just as an example, yesterday I mentioned that with my lean body mass being at 75 kilograms, and or the body mass I actually like to maintain 75 kilograms. If I work out my minimum protein amount being at 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram, that equals, that calculates out at 118 grams of protein per day minimum that I need. Now, if I was looking at, running my 20 grams of carbs and sitting about, say, 70% fat, it would be 20 grams of carbs, 118 grams of protein, and around 140 grams of fat per day. So that would give me just over 1,700 calories, and the ratios of that would be about 4% would be carbs, 26% would be my protein allowance, and 70% would be fat. So that's the way it would be calculated. Now, if I was to go and have something, say a slice of bread, just a commonly used or commonly bought slice of bread by a lot of people in Australia, one of the top brands, one slice of bread actually has 17 grams of carbs and 0.9 grams of fat and 0 protein. That's for a slice of bread. And so if I was trying to incorporate that into my diet or into my lifestyle, then it's only going to leave me about 3 grams of carbs per day, yet I'm still going to have about 117 grams of protein and 140 grams of fat to try and fit in. Now, that's without saying if I had that bread, and that's just one slice of bread, but if I was to have that in the morning with an egg on top or something like that, I have to add the macros for the egg. But it really wouldn't work. But some people would say, oh yeah, have that, and then just adjust everything else for the day, which actually makes your calculations a lot harder. Now, there's also a low-carb bread on the market, one called Helga's. It's their 5 seeds bread. Now, they say it's low-carb, which it is, lower than the other white bread that I mentioned a moment ago. Now, for 2 slices of the Helga's low-carb 5-seed bread, it works out at 21.6 grams of carbs, 8.5 grams of fat, and 9.7 grams of protein. So as a balance there, that works out at 43% of those 2 slices of bread being carbohydrate, 38% being fat, and 19% being protein. So if I'm trying to incorporate something like that, even if I went back to the 1 slice of bread, like I used in the first example, I would have basically half my carbs for the day I would be having in a slice of bread. My fat, I'm still going to be 135 or thereabouts grams of fat I'm going to be short for the day. But the really important one is I'm going to be sitting at about 114 grams of protein I still need to find in the day, and I've only got about 10 grams of carbs left to play with. So unless I was going to go for something that was very meat heavy for everything else for the day, I'm going to overshoot my carbs. And that's where the issue lies with a lot of people. Saying if it fits your macros and getting support by people saying, yeah, that's right, don't worry, you went off plan today, but just fix it up tomorrow, etc. You can put today behind you. Yeah, you can. But don't justify it and say, well, I'll try and fit it in my macros next time. maybe next time just make that choice and say, no, I don't need that piece of bread. You know, or you know, if you are going to have, you know, go for the better option, which would say be the Helga's bread, or Aldi have got a very good one as well that's fairly low carb. You know, there's Primal Alternatives. They have a range of low carb bread as well, which is fresh and it's sold at markets, etc. So you know, there are better options out there, but just to justify something, say if it's going to fit my macros, I'll have it, and then basically you're starving yourself for the rest of the day, and that's not the right way. You're setting yourself up for failure in the long term, and maybe that's the reason why some people find it extremely hard to stick to the lifestyle. A lot of people find it very easy, and I guess I was lucky. I managed to find it fairly easy to start with, and so you know, I maintained it. But I was strict on myself. I didn't allow myself those little extras and using if it fits my macros, because I feel, again, it's my N=1 style of doing things. I feel I would have been setting myself up for failure. Anyway, have a wonderful day. It is about 38 degrees in Melbourne today, fairly warm, so I'm going to head back inside. I've been out for a little while getting some nice vitamin D, something that's extremely important, and so I'll head back inside, cool down a little bit, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day. Oh, by the way, please don't forget, if you like what I'm doing, subscribe, send me a message, etc. I had a lovely message yesterday from someone thanking me for what we're doing. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Cheers, bye.